Hello, hello. So in this short video, I'm gonna just talk about some different ways that we are able to meditate and why meditation is also so important. So we can meditate in whatever way feels aligned for us, and that could change from day to day, even during the day. The most simple form of meditation is just sitting quietly with the breath. And that can be challenging for some people because the thoughts do come in the mind. And so if we do want to sit in meditation in that way, it's really important that if the thoughts come in, we're not judging the thoughts or trying to get rid of the thoughts. We just acknowledge the thoughts and allow the thoughts to pass and move on through. And so we're just not holding on to the thoughts as they come, because we are humans and we have minds, and a lot of our minds are really active. So we're gonna have thoughts come in our mind when we're meditating sometimes, and that's okay. Just not judging the thoughts or getting attached to them. So acknowledging them, letting them pass, reconnecting with the breath. I feel like that is a really powerful tool to bringing the awareness back into the body. And so the breath is a really powerful guide for that. Other ways we can meditate, we can listen to guided meditations. And so that really helps us focus on the other person's voice and their cues. Another way we can meditate is by listening to music and just really focusing on the sounds. This also can be in conjunction with like sound healing or singing bowls, where we're hearing the vibrations or the soothing tones and kind of allowing that to take us into a meditative space. Other ways we can meditate are we can take a walk, and we can, it's like more of an active meditation, but we can be really mindful with each step we're taking and using our senses, which is another way to meditate it's more like mindfulness, but just really being aware of our senses, like what do we smell, what do we taste, what are we hearing? And that really helps us to get in the body and just create that awareness and those sensory experiences. We can do more active meditations, like even running can be a form of meditation if you're really able to be present inside. And so the importance of meditation is that presence. And there's many other types of meditation, so I'd love to hear if you have your favorite. Always interested in learning what people use to meditate. So really the meditation, it helps us to become fully present, and it helps us to become open and create space. And in that openness, and when we create space, we are opening ourselves up to receive and connect with our higher self or our soul or wisdom, internal wisdom. And so when we connect in that space, we can receive our guidance from our higher self or our inner being, whatever you want to call it, God, source, universe. And we allow ourselves to receive our deep knowing, our intuition, any inspiration, any insights, and we receive clarity in that space or inspired action. And so a big part of the reason that it's really helpful to meditate is to get in that space of receptivity, to allow things to flow to us. So we're not like forcing things from that place of like needing to do or wanting to do, like that forced action place, but we want to take inspired action. And so we want to be open to receive the steps and the guidance to move us there. And so as we quiet the mind, we create the space for us to receive those ideas and the inspiration or to do the thing. And so if you're new to meditation, that's beautiful. It's a practice. So it's not something we just like get good at it and then we're done. It's something that I personally do every single day. I do it in the morning, and if usually I don't do it, if I skip a day and don't do it, my day definitely feels really off, a little more chaotic than normal. So it's been really important for me. I've cultivated this over the last few years to really instill that consistency in my meditation practice, because I know when I show up every day, then my life is smoother. Even if there are challenges and distractions, it still is there's still like the calmness in it. And so that's really important. It's like still I've cultivated that centeredness in the morning, and it really, really is nourishing. So I invite you to start by just doing something simple. I say 5 to 10 minutes a day. I like to do 15 to 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes usually is my go-to, unless I have a really busy morning or need to get out of the house fast, and then I still like to do at least 5 minutes, bare minimum. But I say if you're just getting started, anywhere between 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. The idea is not as much the time, but the consistency. So if 20 minutes a day feels like a lot to start out with, I would say like start with 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day. And first thing when you wake up, kind of get in that routine, and just that practice of like right when you wake up, or after you brush your teeth, or after you shower, like you can, there's a book called Atomic Habits, and he talks about habit stacking. And so it's like if you already have something you do every morning, you can actually add the meditation in conjunction with that. So it doesn't feel like this whole extra thing that you have to find space for and make in a routine, but it's kind of like you can pair it with something else. And definitely recommend that book. And so I feel like if you are new, definitely the consistency is key. Even my harmonium teacher is like 5 minutes a day is better than an hour a week, 1 day a week. So even though the longer sessions can be helpful, it's really just building that consistency over time, and it really builds on each other. So like maybe you won't notice much the first few days or first few weeks, but then after like a few months, it's like, oh wow, like I feel more clear more often, or my days are flowing more smoothly. And then shifts start to happen, and then it's like it becomes that like rooted practice, and you realize that it's just like brushing your teeth or getting good sleep, that it's just something that's really, really beneficial for our health and well-being, because it just helps to calm the mind, and it helps us to receive the guidance as well. So I'm happy to share that with you. Again, any questions, feel free to reach out, share your favorite meditation practices, and I will also have some other ones to offer you as well that we can work on together.